This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there, live.
All right, Tony, we promised the fans an announcement. We're going to give them one as we continue to grow and expand all the fun, interesting things we do here in the world of Boston wrestling. It was treated with a lot of interest, I'd say. Most fans liked it, some hated it. During the coronavirus, before you and I could get together in the studio when we were doing a lot of podcast-style episodes, we did a few entitled Atlas World News. And in the month of February, for 4 weeks, we're going to try and bring it back to life again. Not here in studio, podcast style, almost like you're listening to the radio. Tony and I are going to discuss the world news. Tony, I know you are a man that pays great attention to what goes on in this world, and you're going to have your own platform away from our wrestling talk shows to share your thoughts on what you see.
Well, for those that don't know, my mother was born during segregation. My grandmother was born through segregation. My great-grandmother was born through slavery. With that history in mind, minorities did not always have the opportunity to have a voice in politics. They didn't have a voice or representation in government. But time changed. And now I got a voice, and the reason I like talking politics so much is because I look back at all my ancestors that had no say-so in their own life here in America. America is the greatest country ever created in the world. It's the only country in the world where you got different ethnic groups, and we all got a voice. So the reason I talk so much about politics is because when you read what they say, it's a government by and for the people. If we sit back and just let the politicians dictate to us what they want us to do, that's not a democracy, that's a dictatorship. So the only thing that's missing, people always say, where the politics there? No, we have a great voice here in this country. And when American citizens rise up and let their voice be here, like the Tea Party, I got a lot of respect for the Tea Party when they got started because their voices got here. They did it in a peaceful manner, but their voices got here. Martin Luther King, when he was fighting the civil rights movement, his voice got here. So that's why I like talking politics, because I got the opportunity that my mother didn't have.
Well, I tell you, Tony, we're going to have a lot of fun on Atlas World News. We'll probably have a bigger announcement. Maybe we'll make it a Sunday morning news show like we see for the fans to tune in to enjoy, almost like the ABC World News or something like that. So look for it coming within the next couple weeks. Atlas World News podcast style is back in the world of Boston wrestling. If you are a wrestling fan that doesn't care about politics, don't tune in because you may not like it. But if you are a fan of world current events, you may love it, because when we tried to do it, when we did a few episodes back in April and May.
And one thing the fans don't know, there's more politics in wrestling than in the White House.
Well, maybe we'll talk about that too.
It ain't that much different. It's all politics.
Get ready.
Bend that away.
Get ready, fans. The Atlas World News is coming your way.
Boston wrestling sports and the MWF explodes into a new year of unknown with professional wrestling content galore, and we need you to join our family. Every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. after we review the previous night's Monday Night Raw, it's Wrestling Insiders at your house with the unpredictable WWE Hall of Famer, Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. Wednesday nights after WWE, NXT, and AEW at 10 p.m., you never know who's going to show up on Wrestling Insiders Special Edition. Every Thursday night at 10 p.m. after our NXT and Dynamite review, it's Marty Jannetty's No Holds Barred Sex, Drugs, and and rock and roll journey through the 80s and 90s on Wrestling Insider's Party with Marty. Friday nights after the lights go down at the Thunderdome on SmackDown, it's John Cena Sr.'s Wrestling Insider's Fabulous Fridays. Plus, look for classic clips, bonus live episodes, pay-per-view watch-alongs, and more. If you want early, ad-free access to all of our Wrestling Insider talk shows, our acclaimed studio shoot interview DVD library, and to help keep wrestling legends working during the worst of times, for less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks, join our growing family at patreon.com/Boston Wrestling. Expect the unexpected in 2021.